All right, so I did the sail panel, did some of the glass. I always clay bar my glass too, and it is absolutely smooth. In comparison to this, like if I run my fingers across here, I could feel little things in the paint, little specks of crap. But here, it's like it's freshly waxed, so smooth, so much better. So yes, you can do your glass with this. I'm gonna go ahead and get a bucket, soak the clay mitt in it. Wanted to get a little test pass on it. Notice now there's little scratches in this, so I need more lubrication. So I'm gonna soak the clay mitt in a bucket. I'm not worried about that because that'll polish out, but keeping the clay mitt soaked and using the spray should defeat a lot of that, but it is super smooth now, so very happy about that. So we'll get basically doing the rest of the car now. Clay bar is done. It has come out really nice. Everything's really smooth. The back end definitely came out better. With these cars, you get a lot of dust and just stuff that settles right here on the back of the bumper. And it's very much sticks to the paint, especially over time. So that came out really nice. You can see the floor, I made a huge mess here. But you probably only saw 6-7 minutes of it. Took me probably a little over an hour. I was taking my time, I wasn't in a huge hurry. So now that we have done some of the clay barring, I'm gonna show you what the paint looks like afterwards. And there's gonna be some streak spots. Some of this isn't for me, some of it's from the clay bar, but some of it's from lack of care from previous owners or whatever. But not that I'm knocking him, he was a nice guy. But it did sit in his driveway a lot. Did have quite a bit of tree sap. I did notice like some of my weather stripping has like that brown just discoloration to it and it has crap in it. I'll go ahead and get a close up. There you go. So you can see this brown discoloration and crap. Some of the clay bar actually got it out on the driver's side. Let me walk around and I can show you the weather stripping over here. Actually looks a little bit better from using the clay bar, but it's not perfect, so I'll have to figure out something with that. But car is clay barred, so now we're gonna move on to doing our compound and our polish. I'm gonna tape off my decals so I don't get them messed up, and I am going to be using Menzerna Compound Heavy Cut Compound 400, and then I'm gonna be using Menzerna Super Finish Plus 3800, just a 2-step, and we'll see what we need if we need anything in between, but I don't think we will. I'm gonna be using Lake Country pads. These pads are raved about. They're supposedly amazing. I've not used these before. I've used some very similar, but we'll see what we get out of it. And then, like I said, ceramic coat. So I'm gonna take a break for a little bit, come back in a little while and try and knock out some more. Let's see where this hurricane's sitting right now. I'll give you our Hurricane Helene update. So. All right, well, it is 1:15 on Thursday, September 26th. and Hurricane Helene is not quite here yet. But like an idiot, I've been in the garage with the door closed doing all this, and I could have very much had the door open. I don't want to let a bunch of moisture in the garage, but the temperature out here is nice. It's breezy a little bit. Right now it's not, but it was before I started filming. And would have let some cooler air in, but that's okay. So anyway, that's kind of what it looks like afterwards with the clay mitt, I should say. There are some definite streaks and such, but I will say the car is actually popping right now and it's light after doing it. But if you were in the right light and up close, you could see some stuff. So, what's up, everybody? It's the next day. Hurricane Helene is gone. Got up this morning, went to my parents, helped them pick up a bunch of tree limbs. Everything was fine. We're inland a pretty good way, so we didn't get a lot of the storm. Storm surge was horrible out there, like west of US 19, which is close to the water where we live. All them people out there really got nailed, so I'm praying for those people. But so to move on, Lake Country pads. So I'm gonna give these a shot. This is a Lake Country light cutting pad, and we're gonna use the Menzerna heavy compound cut. Yesterday we clay barred the car, came out really nice. So today I'm gonna compound, maybe get some polishing. I'm gonna tape off some of these stripes and then see what I can get done. I'm on borrowed time today. I got some other things I gotta do, but here we go. All right, so this is just compounded. This Menzerna is excellent stuff. The Lake Country pads, everybody raved about them. The one I have on there is already starting to kind of come apart, and I haven't even hardly used it, so I'm not overly impressed, but I will say the pad is doing a good job if it can just stop coming apart. This is kind of what was on the hood before, and you can tell over here, it's like perfect now. So just to give you kind of a close up there, there's that spot, kind of in between the grooves of the hood. Let me grab my light. You can see it better now with that light on there. There's just crap that needs to be compounded out, but you kind of see the swirls in the paint. Yeah, definitely right there. So I'll do an after of this area here, but that side came out phenomenal. There's just one little spot, like right here, I need to get, but I didn't want to get too close to it with the buffer. I don't want to eat into the tape or any of the stripes, so I'm trying to be very careful about it. So, and another funny thing is too, is if you watch my channel, I did a full paint correction just like this with the Mach 1, my 04 Mach 1, and it was the same time of the year. Hurricane came, FL2K is next weekend, which is a huge event. And it seems like every year is repeating itself. I also seem to do a lot of alternator work during the month of September. So pretty odd, but let's keep going. All right, here is the left side. This is after 2 passes. It came out really good. That's a little bit of a rock chip there. I can't do much about that, but that hazy spot I showed you, completely gone. There's the rest of the hood. Looks great. I will say with the Menzernas, it's less work, less elbow grease, less time. I did notice the Lake Country pads do get hot quick though. So I've been keeping it on a low rotation, low RPM, and just trying to keep it, you know, spots here and there and move and then come back after it cools. So they get warm. I don't want to burn through the paint, so. But yeah, that's just to give you an idea. And I haven't even polished it yet. It's just compound, so. So here's where the tape was. You can see a huge difference in between. And then obviously over here, the tape was over that as well. So that right there compared to this says it all. Pretty late at night. I finally finished the compound. I'm not gonna talk a lot about it, but I'm 99% sure this car had a car cover on it at some point, and that's why I'm really seeing a lot of micro scratches and stuff. This area here was horrible, and of course it's the worst freaking spot when you're, you can't tell by the camera, but I'm a big dude. I'm 6'4". Obviously I eat well, but getting that area down there is no fun, and it's really hard to get a good light on it to see everything, but I finally got it done. I'll just show you the car at this point, but the reason I think it had a car cover on it was because it had so many micro scratches and abrasions, but they were consistent around the car and in certain areas. And what I mean by certain areas is like this area here along there had more abrasion. That did the top there, which I'm sure the car cover laid over all of this, but you know, your higher points there, like along here, this edge had more on it. Maybe it was in snow at some point, somebody just didn't know how to properly get it. I don't know, doesn't matter. But we're on to the polish next. I'm going to go ahead and order the ceramic coat, the crystal serum. FL2K is this weekend. I'm unfortunately not gonna make FL2K with this car, but I will definitely continue making progress on it. I really wanna do the headlights before I really start driving it too. It's gonna need new tires, like I mentioned, but I definitely don't wanna put all this work in and then drive it and it rain, because it's supposed to rain this weekend on top of that, which seems like it happens every FL2K. So we're gonna try and finish the car before we start taking it out. Florida weather is just crazy, but here's some shots of it finished with just the compound. Thursday. I am just now getting started on the polishing side of this. We have another hurricane coming, Hurricane Milton. So I'm gonna be off of work again, trying to get some of this stuff done. But we're gonna move into the polishing. Here's what we have coming. I'll show you some footage of it. So unfortunately, that's what we're up against right now, but we'll get through it. I'm on the outskirts of the cone now because this has apparently just shifted a little bit to the southeast side of the state. And where the cone is like right at the north side of the cone's right where my house is. So it's gonna be interesting how this hits. All right, so it's Tuesday. We now have power. I didn't get power till late Sunday, and it's time to get started, get this thing polished, and my ceramic coat got here today. So I don't know if I'll finish polishing it today, but if I do, we'll be doing the ceramic coat soon. Then redoing the headlights, got to compound the windows and do some stuff with the wheels, but we're getting there. So in the midst of me polishing the car, I get my box of Crystal Serum and XOV5 that I ordered. They send me the Crystal Serum Light. They send me the XOV5. If you don't know, it's ceramic coat. They sent me this deal. And then they sent me 2 extra. Why, I don't know, but pretty awesome. I just got double for my money. So that's cool. Now I'm going to have more work on my hands ceramic coating another car because I got to use that stuff up, but pretty awesome. So, all right, so the car is finally polished. I got my buddy Myers over here. Say hey. Myers is giving me a hand with the detail side of things. He's been doing some odd stuff around the car. So we're gonna go ahead and ceramic coat, and then we'll use the XOV5 coat on top of this. So here we go. So to make this process faster, I've got Myers over here going behind me as I go through this. So makes it much quicker, much easier to do. All right, so that wraps it up for this one. I appreciate you guys watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. As of today, I finally hit 1,000 subscribers, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Thank you all for subscribing. Appreciate you. If you watch the channel, you know I haven't really drove the car. I've only drove it to do the alternator. I haven't drove it to do much else. So tonight, me and my wife are gonna take it out. T-tops off, Florida weather's nice, which is rare. And my Uncle Jim, he's actually a friend, but I call him Uncle Jim. He's supposed to be coming. He's gonna be bringing his South Carolina Highway Patrol Z28. He's had it for a long time. He's had it just as long, if not longer, than my 99 Camaro. And my dad's gonna be driving the orange car that me and him had just had some paint work done on the front end, and he's gonna drive that with my mom. So it'll be the first cruise. I'll be sure to get some footage. If you wanna see it, keep an eye on the channel. I'll have that posted before long. And I think the car came out great. I do need to make sure and do the headlights again. They're a little bit foggy, but I can get some more out of them, but they came out really nice. I couldn't be happier. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. The car came out really nice. I wish you could kind of see it in person, because in person, it looked so much worse than it did on camera before I started. And in person now, it looks 10 times better. So again, let me know what you think in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. And hopefully there'll be some more 4th gen footage just of this evening and some other things. And you know, we'll go back to the black Corvette here soon. Everybody loves that car on the channel, so I'll make sure and do some more C6Z content and even some C5Z content. And before long, we'll be working on the 99 Camaro, getting some stuff done. And I had mentioned possibly selling my Mach 1, so we'll see what happens. But thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.